Hi guys, so let me tell you a story. My mother asked me to accompany her to buy Christmas clothes for my siblings. It's that time of the year when every parent must buy Christmas clothes for their children, like it's a tradition. But this is also a few days to Christmas and it's the busiest time of the year. We were on our way to Onitsha main market and you see this gridlock, it is not even funny at all. So because of our weather, the dust and the harmattan, you people have winter, but we have harmattan. Harmattan comes with this breeze that dries everything. It dries your skin, it dries your lips, and everything dryable. So I had to cover up as much as possible. This was us when we arrived on Onitsha and on our way to main market. We entered this tricycle that we call keke. And look at my feet. I am well prepared. I'm wearing Dunlop slippers. Where we are going has battalions, like people from different parts of Nigeria come to this main market around this period to buy Christmas clothes for their children. And when I mean a lot of people, I mean a lot of people. You know how ants, if you have seen an army of soldier ants, or be a troop of soldier ants, that is how people are and trooping in this market at this time of the year. And because of that, the keke could not take us to where we are going to because at a point the human traffic is too much that there's no road anymore. So we had to come down from the keke and complete the rest of the journey on foot. The keke man could continue moving anyway, but at this point he collected our money, and that was when I knew that this man is about to drop us. So we paid him, and after about a minute, he was like, he's not going any further. We should come down. So we all came down here and continued with our leg. And all these people you can see, there are people buying things for their children already, even from this point. But this is like the entrance to the market. And at this point, I was very careful with my phone so that they would not snatch it from my hand. And you wouldn't even know who because the population is too much, right and left, center, everywhere. So we struggled through the crowd and we decided to enter inside the line. Like these shops are in lines. We've been looking for clothes. We went to other shops before we came to this place and they don't have the clothes we want because my brothers they gave us specific design, something like this anyway, but we don't like this color and the design on the fabric. So we had to go to another shop. It looks like this particular dress is what is reigning for their age group because honestly is the bestseller. You can see the colors we selected, the one in his hand and the one on the chair. But it's not as easy as it seems. So if you see what we walked on foot before we got to this place and the shops we went to before, Omo, and I dare not bring out my phone in that crowd because when they will snatch it from your hand, you will not even know who, you will not even know how it happened because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people, like I told you. So we got these ones. We also got trousers for my brothers. So I asked the man to hold them so I could snap and send to them to confirm if it's what they really want. They confirmed and we proceeded to pay for them. By this time, we've spent like 3 hours in the market and it's looking like we've not been doing anything since morning. This is a slight example of the troop in this market. Do you see how people are walking? This is how people are in this market. And I think at this point was when somebody collected money from my mother's bag without her knowing. We were looking for my sister's clothes, but thankfully they did not collect a lot of money because that place she didn't put a lot of money there. So we're still looking for my sister's clothes because we have not really bought anything for her. And of course, her own is the most important, except we want to go back to this market. So I decided to turn this camera so that you could see how many people are in this market. Like a lot of people. We did not like the designs of the clothes we saw here. Also, I told my mother we should not buy this type of dress for my sister again this year because that is basically what we've been buying for her. So on our way, my mother decided to buy more jeans for my brothers while we were still looking for clothes for the baby girl. We finally saw here and it's a palazzo trouser and a very cute top. My mother and the seller were haggling price. You know the reason why many people come to this market during this time of the year because they believe this is where those people who sell in smaller towns come to buy their goods. Like the importers are actually here. So whatever amount you get it here is quite cheaper compared to wherever you are buying apart from places like Lagos where the importers are actually closer to the port. But we also have importers in Onitsha. So after Lagos, like the Alaba International Market, Trade Fair and all of that, the next place is main market. So we're still looking for clothes for my sister. We just bought a trouser and a top, but she also need clothes that she'll go to church with. So we're passing by, and because we didn't really have a lot of options, we did not even see the design she asked us to buy. So I saw one dress and I asked the seller to bring it so we could take a look. But my mother was like, my sister is not going to like this because it is complicated. Like, it has a lot of designs. So we had to leave it and go to another store. She saw this blue dress and it's really beautiful. As you can see, my sister wanted a blue dress. The dress she sent us is actually blue, but she might not be comfortable in this because it will be poking her body due to the material. So we finally got to this store, and by this time it was around 4 p.m. And my mother was just praying to God to please provide us clothes for her baby, because we dare not go back without buying her clothes or just buying one dress for her when we bought two for her brothers. So we saw these dresses, and I actually like the one by the left more, but my mother decided we should take the both of them. This is my face, so so at this point, we were talking about the person that collected money from my mother's pockets. We call them pickpockets, aka. But we were just thankful that the person did not take a lot of money. So at this point, we had finished buying. I was asking my mother, so she said, "Yes, we are done." So I carried the bag on my head, and off we go. My mother wanted to buy something. I've forgotten what it is. So I saw and decided to buy for the both of us. We had not eaten anything since morning apart from the breakfast we had. So while we were in the keke, we ate the okpa because that's like our lunch, although it's evening already. And now the traffic on this road is something else. So this keke man did not even take us to where he was supposed to take us to. He was supposed to take us to Head Bridge, but he stopped us on the way or more. And the traffic on the road was not even smiling. It's even worse than it was in the morning. The gridlock on the bridge is not even smiling. As you can see, the bridge is closed, it's locked. Like, where are we going to pass? And this is my leg, like somebody that went to dance in the dust. It is really not easy to go to main market at this time of the year, but God was so gracious to us. This was us on our way back, and we had to pass the second Niger bridge. And by God's mercy, this road was just moving. Like, I prayed to God to please make everything easy for us today, and He just answered my prayers, because I cannot even imagine getting stuck in that traffic there. People were using their leg to cross the bridge, like they walked through that bridge on foot before they come to Asaba to enter vehicle. Look at my face and my lips all dried up by Hamatan. And that's my mom behind me. But that's not even the case. I cannot even imagine using leg to cross that bridge, like that kind of suffering. My God. But God was so gracious to us. By this time we arrived at Asaba, and there's still some daylight. You cannot even imagine how happy and grateful I am to God for making this trip very easy, especially after I saw people using foot to cross the bridge or more. I was so grateful. So at this point, I announced my junction to the driver so I could drop off. I left everything we bought with my mother, and then I entered Keke and headed to my house. My mother went home with everything we bought. So that is it. I'm back to Asaba, guys. Thank you for watching.